Good day, good day. Welcome to Rinda and the Raw. Today we're going to be making, whoops. Today we're going to be making turkey tail mushroom tea. So what I've done is dried some up. I put it in this bag after it was dry. So set it in your preferred spot where it is going to be a dry area, not wet. So it does get quite hard when it dries. Oops. I don't know if you can hear that. But anyhow, so what we're going to do is once it has dried out completely, you are going to put it to the smallest portion you can get it. So if you have a grinder or something, that would even be good. What I'm going to do is soak it in a tea soaker, which is very well seasoned, as you can see. You're going to put, I'm assuming they're about a gram of, I don't know how much, but put a little bit, not too much. You don't want to put a pound of mushrooms for one steeping of tea. So what's going to happen is that you're going to steep this tea for a good 20 minutes, and that's why I'm going to leave it in here to steep, and it's going to get beautiful beneficial nutrients. I'm going to put this one back in the bag because I don't need that much. And as you can see, I have my turkey tail little log here. My substrate is doing quite well, but the one little problem is it is kind of breaking up. Well, here we go. But they are definitely making some. I've got some moss in there too. And what happened with one piece, turn this around now, is that the one piece seems to be coming off. It's breaking off. Make sure you can, right here. It's kind of breaking off a little bit, but it's not. So I'm leaving it because I'm not ready to eat it. So how will we know when it's ready to eat? When they're mature enough, they will turn dark around the edges. So some of them are dark around the edges because of me putting moss on top. But I know which ones were growing first. Anyways, yeah. So they're doing very well. We're going to break them off a little bit at a time. Once they get old enough, we're going to want to take them off and then dry them. So we're going to be having tea and separating our morning glory vines so that they trail, so that we get them to trail a certain way. All right, and then I have my, it's kind of hot. What did I make here? I forget what it's called right now. I'm just waking up. My brain's not working yet. Anyways, I made some sugar. You'll have to look at another episode. I think I recorded it. So I'm going to add that later, but it is a nice purple flower that I made some sugar with, and I let it sit. I washed the flowers and then let it sit. It's a beautiful purple, mauve, whatever color, fragrant big flower. Anyways, let's get this tea going. Oop. Another episode we'll do avocado seed and root because of a plant that unfortunately got fried in the sun. Ooh, hot. Anyway, I'm going to put this down for a moment. So as you can see, it's in here. Oh, it's kind of in a strainer. So that will get all the yumminess out. So we'll let that sit while we do this, because this is going to take a little while. Ouch. Well, where do you start, right? Well, you're going to start with what is tangled. So we're going to take it, try to be gentle, don't break them because it is very, I hope you can see this, very fragile. So you're going to kind of hold one gently and then unwrap the other. And being careful to go around. Oh, see it released. And then you're just going to let it go. And you're going to turn it around. Do the next one. These were growing towards the grow light, believe it or not. Has more sun than in the from underneath the canopy of the balcony. Ooh. Careful. So, these ones that are up top here, we're going to try and get them to go just a little bit out to grow taller so that I can get it to go down again. Oh, every time I move, my bones crack. Ever since the accident, well, it wasn't an accident in my opinion, but anyway, keep going, taking it out from one, hold the other. Is easiest to just secure one vine and then unravel the second vine. And then, so this one I'm going to try and get it to kind of go down. And turn it. Move on to the next one. And what I'm doing is going along with each little area here that has a post kind of thing. So this can't come down, so I'm going to let it stay up. And then we're going to move on to this one. Ooh, see, I see a couple here that have, they're twisted pretty good. So I'm going to take the one first. I hope you can see this. So again, you're going to hold and unwind very carefully, not to break either vine, especially the one you're holding. Now, if these were in the ground, they would be a lot more stronger, but because they're in here, they seem to be a tiny bit thin, I find. Wow, this one twisted around real nicely. It's almost like unbraiding hair. this way. So again, you really have to be careful. Oh, what is happening now? Oh, I got another guy coming in to the party. Not yet. No. Okay. What's happening? See, so what will happen is that there'll be several vines will vine off of the one vine, and that's when, as they get bigger, it can get a little complicated when you are trying to unravel the vines, when you're trying to get them to trellis and train them the way you want. Now again, I have to be careful because I don't want to break any of these leaves off. Oh, a third guy came into this, and that's when it can get a little tricky. For me, anyway. It is. It's literally like unraveling, undoing long hair. Ah! And then it's getting tangled within the other branches. Or the vines. Okay. I almost have to put it on my shoulder. There a second. Okay, so this seems I'm gonna try and now, so this is what's when it gets a little tricky again. You're gonna try and get an area and vine it around the post or whatever you've chosen, and you do not want to break it. So you'll go the path of least resistance. You don't want to try and force it. And then you'll twist it around a couple of times just to secure it. Et voila. And then, so the same one in the same area, you're going to go around the leaves and that branch. The post or area you're trellising it on. And then go around. And so it's good to intertwine them opposite way every now and then so that it does grow nicely. Go on to this one. Now I had one that I had from over here that I will put on here. Oh, it seems to be growing out that way, so I can't bend it down. So I'm going to have to let it go with the flow again, going with path of least resistance. You're going to go along with the vine. So we decided it has to go down this way, so I'm going to get it to go down that area. Again, try not to break any leaves or line. And it's okay to kind of wrap it around the other vine and hold it. It's okay to do that too. It makes it nice. Now, where was I? Okay, so it's still on this side. So we're gonna again try and get it to go the path of least resistance, but at the same time, you are the one who's trying to control where it's heading. So you want to untangle it and reroute it without going cross-eyed. Dang it. There we go. So I'm going to look for a area where it doesn't have, like, you wanting to fill the spaces according to where is the least on there at that time, and fill that spot. There we go. And checking our tea. It's doing nicely. Every now and then I like to kind of just move it about. You can smell the mushroom. Smells nice. Yeah. We've got another one out here that seems to want to know which way to go. Again, I'm going to try and get it to go a little bit opposite way of the other direction of the other ones I've already, it's going the same direction. That's okay. And just twist around. There we go. This one's gonna stay up because it's still quite small. Here we don't have anything loose really. What's going on? So this one, we've got one nice one here that needs some help. It's quite tangled. So again, you're gonna hold one vine. Hold one vine and go around gently. If there's a third vine, take that off. Unwind it. And it does take a little bit of work every day almost, but it is well worth it when it starts flowering. So this one decided to come off sort of first, and it looks like it wants to go around this way, so I'm going to trellis it. I'm going to go over, turn this around. Oopsie. And there seems to be quite a few on there already. I'm going to go around. So, oh, I took a wee tiny leaf off. That's okay. So, where was I? Which one was it? Well, I think I'm over here. Okay, so we're going to continue. Well, I'm going to grab this one because this is all I can see at the moment. Take one of the lines. keep it secure without being too rough on it. So we got this one. This guy looks like he wants to go that way. So I'll let it hang there a minute and hopefully not forget it. I better do it now because I will forget it. So we're going to get that one and let it follow through. There. This one. This guy's hanging up there. Let me get him. These all seem to want to go the same way, so I'm going to take this guy and train him over here. Whoopsie. Whoa, see? Again, you have to go really slow, which is good for me right now because it's good therapy to do this, especially if you have a concussion. I almost whispered that, didn't I? I'm still accepting this new way of having to be slow. Uh-oh. Okay, so as you trellis your morning glory, make sure that you're watering it on a consistent basis and misting it as well. Now, the reason why I'm going to put it only in this area for the most part is because I want there to be airflow. So I'll make sure that it goes in an area that when it's a little windy, it can get air, fresh air through it. And you too will want to make sure you're doing that when you're growing yours, whether it be on a fence or anywhere you're choosing, a ladder, your wall. Make sure there's always space for it to breathe. Like us, we need fresh air and fresh water. Well, not all plants. Some plants like to clean. Oh, there's one stuck in here. Don't force it. You don't want to pull it. It's like when you brush your hair. You can't just yank and pull it. Now, this one, I'm trying to trellis downward. The new vines, because they've already grown upwards. I'm going to let them go all the way down, and then they'll want to reach back for the sky. So they'll grow back up as they mature. Oh, this guy's a new one. He hasn't made it all the way up yet. So again, you're watching what's going on and not just going too helter-skelter. See? Oh, what's this guy doing? Look at that. Twisted. It was trying to twist inside. So it didn't get to go up yet. So this one is going to be trellised upward. Making sure again not to damage anything as you go. I don't know if I injured the leaf. Sorry. So as it gets bigger, it is going to get a little bit more harder to do. And at that time, you might want to just clip the edges and it will fill out. You gotta do what you gotta do. So this one's going this way. This looks like it could use some line on here. Oh. Get a spot. Through. There you go. And voila! I think it's done. That's how you trellis your morning glory vines. Pretty much any type of vine, but this is what we've done today. Now, let's see how our tea is doing. I think it might be ready. Yes. And the great thing about this is that you'll be able to use this and steep it as the day goes through. So that's what I'm going to do. Cup. And I'm going to put a little bit of my sugar. It did, because the moisture, I guess a little bit of them. Made some of that. I have to learn how to do that. Anyways, so fragrant. I wish I could remember the dang name of it. So do dry your turkey tail mushroom. It has great benefits. It's great for lung health, cancers, and so many different things. Look in the description below and you'll find out. So what I'm going to do is take this. Hello. Just strain it through. Oh, and then it will continue releasing the nutritional properties. So I'll just keep letting this steep. So enjoy tea while you're doing your gardening. And definitely have some organic mushrooms that you grow your own. Ouch. Cheers. I feel healthy already. But let's do this. I think it's July 4th today, 3rd or 4th. And let's see an update later on the progression on how I'm feeling and how I'm doing taking turkey tail mushroom. Okay. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this. Please do like, share, make sure to subscribe so that you can get and hit that notification bell so that you can get any upcoming videos of how to do things on a balcony in a container and not let things get too woolly like my hair. Cheers.